Hello, friends. Hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to stop in a little bit. I have this message that I wanted to share, and I thought it was pretty empowering. And going deeper into this topic of how showing up imperfectly for our goals, our dreams, our future self um, doesn't really require all that much pressure from ourselves, but more so the trust and the knowing that we're going to get to where we're meant to be. Just walking along with the universe, God, the higher power, whatever we refer it to be. Um, this all knowing trust mixed with some discipline is truly, I think, one of the most two important ingredients that we can use for our future, our path. And I know that these words, God in the Bible, can have a little bit of a triggering sense to them, but from how society has coded it. But the teachings can be pretty eye opening, and there was two that I just wanted to share with us today. And how we can take these stories and use it for our own journey. And the two that were standing out to me were the story of Noah and the ark and Moses with parting the sea. And with both stories, like, I'm not going to pretend I know everything, but I gathered this message from both of those teachings, which were Moses and the Noah's Ark story both had these people that had this higher calling brought to them. And this calling really didn't make a lot of sense to other people around them. But deep down, they knew that this felt so strong that it was something they had to do. It became their focus point. Like, it was the reason why they were living in that moment of time. And what I find interesting in these stories is that they allow themselves to be guided. When we look at the story of Noah's and the ark, like Noah and the ark, um, everyone around him was like, "What are you doing? Like, haha, this great flood. This guy's delusional." But he was like, "Yo, I got this calling, and I know deep to my core that it means something, and it means something to me, and I trust that." And sure enough, like, he was prepared. And this great thing happened. Well, it wasn't great, but you know what I mean. And then we look into this story of parting the sea with Moses. And there's this part in the movie, what's the movie called? It was a cartoon. Is it The Prince of Egypt? Oh man, anyways, I love that movie. And if I'm remembering correctly, there's a part where they're just standing in front of the sea. Moses and all the followers and people behind him that trust him and his teachings and these words that are coming through to him from source. And if I'm remembering correctly, they are just standing looking at the sea, and it's not moving. And what actually is required was Moses to take this step forward with full truth and full, like, surrender. And he has his staff, which I see as a representation of groundness and this, like, inner wisdom that we are holding on to, that is also connected to the earth, higher realms, whatever we are working with. And as he steps forward and allows his staff to rest like sturdy on the ground, the sea parts. And he didn't have to know how that happened. He literally just stepped forward knowing that that's what he had to do. You guys, so, like, those two stories and that teachings from them have really been sitting with me for the past, like, 12 hours. So I had to share it with you because who cares if it doesn't make sense to other people? Who cares if it doesn't really make sense to us? If we feel this inner calling and this inner pull that is literally like slam knocking on our door to the point where we can't ignore it anymore, there's probably a reason. And this is your call. This is your invitation to go into it blind, go into the unknown, and just be open to miracles, be open to the messages that come through, and oh, cool things are gonna happen, you know? Like, we're gonna be carried in the ark through this flow of abundance. We are going to be able to walk through the parted sea of trouble that comes before us. It's so cool. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Until next time, all the love.